Okay, we got 3 games featuring an all trip deck. Enjoy. Okay, so we got the trap deck right here, all 60 cards of it. So the main purpose of the trap deck is what's your win condition is either your opponent decks out, they rage quit, or you can actually kill them off with magic cylinders, dimension walls, yeah, or even if you get out Stardust Dragon here. So we have three copies of Waboku, because what we want is actually denying the battle phase to drag it out. We don't actually want a lot of cards that has to target opponent's cards, because usually there are a lot of effects that negate those kind of effects. So we have three copies of Waboku, two Mirror Force just in case, like they have no negation of for it. Then we can just get rid of them. Dust Tornado is to get rid of opponent's set trap or few magic cards that can actually destroy your cards. We have Torrential Tribute as well, two Magic Cylinder, three copies of Thunder of Ruler, three copies of Compulsory Evacuation. This is a very good card to get rid of XYZ, Synchros, anything from the extra deck. You just hit them away and they'll go back to the deck. Two Draining Shields, three Threatening Rolls, three copies of Dimension Wall, two Dimension Prison, two Scrap Iron Scarecrow. I don't really want to put three copies, cause if I actually get all of them out, they're gonna take up a lot of field space. So I try to put them one at a time. We don't want to flood the field. We can't get our other trap cards out. We have two copies of Starlight Road, is to negate effects such as like Harpy Feather Duster or any other cards that can destroy at least more than two. Then you can get out your Stardust Dragon. Stardust Dragon's role in this deck is not really to hit your opponent, although you can. But they're there for the negation that will destroy any card on our field. So we usually will just keep him there. If there's a chance to take a swing, I'll take a swing. If not, he's just there as a centerpiece, protecting our trap cards here. We have two copies of Golden Apple. So Golden Apple, if you want to use it right, you have to take the hit with the highest attack point on your opponent's field, which then allows you to summon the Malice token in defense position. So if you do that, your opponent is locked down already. They can't really attack you anymore, unless they have cards to destroy, which there definitely are. Two copies of Lost Wind. This is extremely good card. Playing two of this is as like it's almost like you have four copies of this. You can target one special monster on the field, negate its effect, also half its original attack. And then if any monster is a special summon from the extra deck, you can reset it back down from your graveyard. And blah, tada, you got two copies of this. So two, you get four. We have one Trickstar Reincarnation. Honestly, this one is only really good if you ever get the turn 1 draw and you are the first to go. This is an extremely good card for your opponent to instantly lose 6 cards of their own. It could be crucial to them, could be not, but yeah, this is extremely good to have. Even if mid game, let's say if they tend to keep cards in their hand, this is also pretty good to have. Two copies of Heavy Storm Duster. This is to get rid of opponent's back row, or if you like, if you have Starlight Road on your side of the field, you can actually activate this on yourself, and you can activate Starlight Road to get your Stardust Dragon out. We have two copies of Evenly Matched. These ones are situational, as usually you try to have a lot of trap cards set down. So if you have 4 or 5 and you activate Evenly Matched, it's not going to affect your opponent that much, but if you keep it in your hand, it would actually turn the tides of battle, like as we've seen in the Dragoonity battle right there. One Jelly Cannon, 3 copies of Negate Attack, 1 Solemn Judgment, 2 copies of Gravity Bind. Although Gravity Bind doesn't really affect Link or XYZ monsters, but it still affects the general population of what cards they have, and it's a good card to have up. If not, you can anytime just use it for Scrub Raid. And we have 3 copies of Metal Reflex Slime, 3 copies of Skill Drain, 2 copies of Imperial Custom, 3 copies of Scrub Raid, and 1 Vanity's Emptiness. So Imperial Custom is what you really need to get out of the field if you want to get out of Vanity's Emptiness. If not, if you're going to activate Vanity's Emptiness and activate any of your other trap cards, Vanity's Emptiness is just going to poof to the graveyard instantly. So with Imperial Custom, you actually deny that, can't be destroyed by card effects by itself. So you can keep Vanity's Emptiness up while activating a whole lot of other trap cards, which keeps getting sent to the graveyard. And we have Skill Drain to negate any monster effects, and we have Metal Reflex Slime. So if we have these 4 cards, these all continuous cards up on the field, right? Basically Metal Reflex Slime is there as an impenetrable wall. They can't destroy it with card effects, they can't destroy it with battle, as seen from Imperial Custom here. Yep, so this is the deck. It's actually pretty fun. I actually use this deck most on rank, carried me through gold. And yeah, it's actually quite amazing. Although it's easily countered, but you know, it's all traps. It's hella funny if you win with all traps.